Hi, I'm Clint Horsley, founder of Fit Enough Over 50. And if you have lower back pain, you need to watch this entire video. I've got a video for you called 4 Keys to Lower Back Pain Relief that's going to help you specifically with how to get rid of your back pain. If you find that getting in and out of a car or standing up from a sitting chair takes you a few seconds, then you need this video. I struggled with this for almost a year, even going to chiropractors and spending hundreds of dollars with no relief. Then I found what I called the Miracle Man, a physical therapist that gave me a few exercises that were so simple I swore they could not work. I mean, I had been to all kinds of doctors and no one had helped me. Well, I was wrong. And if you want to know how you can get relief from your back pain, then you need this video because it reveals how I completely eliminated the back pain with 4 simple exercises in just a few days. The great thing, there is no catch. I'm not trying to upsell you on anything more expensive. It is what it is. It's $10 to help you get relief from your back pain. You'll know all you need to know, once again, for just $10. Now listen, just click the link below and you'll be taken to our checkout. I'm only charging $10 because I know it works and because I want to help people feel better. Now, before you exit, listen to this crazy story that cost me $140. So for over a year, I struggled with this back pain. I could hardly get out of bed. I had to pull myself up to get out of the car and literally could not hardly drive anywhere because of this discomfort of sitting for just a few minutes. I had visited 2 or 3 different chiropractors who did x-rays and told me that it would just work itself out. But after multiple $55 visits, it never did. It just kept coming back. I mean, I was frustrated. And I mean, wouldn't you be too? Finally, I had a friend who's a physical therapist who had helped me and many friends with sports injuries in the past. I used to refer to him as the Miracle Man. I mean, it seemed he could fix anything. So I called him and went to see him. So on the first visit, he told me to describe my pain. And I pointed to a spot just above the hip in my back on the right side. I showed him how it hurt to stand once I was seated for a while. I even shared with him how at times it seemed like the pain moved to the left side and then back to the right. He smiled and said, "I know exactly what your problem is." He told me to lay down, and he said, "I have 4 exercises I want you to do." So he showed them to me. They were so simple, I laughed and said, "That's it? That's all I need?" And he said, "Yep. Do them 2 to 3 times a day for a week and call me back." Now, I must admit that I was skeptical, but when I did them in his office, I admit I felt better. And he said to me, "No charge." I could not believe it. That was awesome. But he was a friend, I thought about it, but I really, felt better sometimes when I walked out of the chiropractor's office too. So I left feeling a little better, but still not sure that I was going to be better for good. So I did them 2 more times before I went to bed that night, and I really did feel a lot better. So I woke up the next morning and did them again. And boy, I have to admit, I felt a ton better. I thought, wow, this is working. So I did them a few more times. I was kind of lazy, but I did not do them every day. And I was feeling better, but, still not as good as I would hoped. So here's where the next phone call cost me $140. So he called me a week and a half after the first visit and asked how I was doing. And I said, I'm doing okay, but not perfect. And he stopped me before I could say another word and said, "That's not good enough. Get back in here tomorrow. I want this fixed." So I went in the next day, and he looked at me and said, "How many times have you been doing the exercises?" I sheepishly smiled and said, "Only a couple times and not every day." And he looked at me, and I will never forget the look on his face. He said, "This visit just cost you $140. And he went on to explain that if I would not do the exercises for free, maybe I would do it if I had to pay. And if he was going to take the time to tell me what to do, and I refused to do it, then I was going to pay for his time as well. So I did pay, and that was a lesson that I will never forget. So we did the exercises again, and I went home that time, and I did them every day. And in just a few short weeks, I was 95% with little or no pain. And within a month, I was completely pain-free. And I have been now for over a year. And I do squats, I do normal lifting, I do all the things that I would do that would cause me back pain back then. So fast forward to last week. I had a friend that I was with, and we went up in the mountains to do some hiking. Before we left, he said, "Hey, man, my back is killing me. I'm not going to be able to hike. So we went to the mountains and just went for a short walk around the lake. 3/4 of the way around, he was getting stiff and to where he said he could hardly walk anymore. So I showed him the exercises, and he said, "Hey, I feel that. I feel that right where the pain hurts. That's cool." I showed him all the things that he needed to do, and then we left. His wife texted me 2 days later and said he still won't do the exercises. And it was at that moment that I realized that most people won't do what doesn't cost them something. So here's the deal. Watch the video that will cost you $10. And if it doesn't help you, send me an email and I'll give you your money back. So even if I did charge you what it cost me, which is $140, and it relieves your back pain, wouldn't you agree that it'd still be worth it? So heck, $10 is a deal. You need to do this right now, because once I prove that what I'm teaching works, I'm not going to be offering this inexpensive anymore. I'm going to raise the price, because I believe that what I'm teaching will help thousands of people. And so I'm willing to put this information out there right now for only $10 to prove my point. But once my point is proved, the price goes up. So let me just recap what you're going to get for this $10. I'm going to actually, on a video, show you the exact 4 exercises that the physical therapist showed me, and show you how to do them completely, show you where the pain I had was so that you can see if that's the same place you have pain. But basically, it's right at the top of your hip and in your lower back. If you have pain right there, then this video is probably for you. And as I said, if it doesn't work for you, just email me and I'll refund your $10. I don't know what else that I could do to make it any easier with no risk. Now listen, for legal purposes, I need to disclaim that I am not a doctor, and I think I've made that clear. And anything that you might do that causes you pain, please stop. And if you are currently have had surgery or under doctor's care, before you do any of these exercises, you need to let your doctor know what they are and see what he says. So this is primarily for people who have tons of discomfort, have not been to a doctor. Maybe you've been to a chiropractor and he said that he's done x-rays and it's no vertebrae or it's no, disc or anything like that. It's just muscle related. So what I'm sharing with you worked for me, and that's why I'm sharing it. I hope it works for you too. But listen, if you're under doctor's care, do not do these exercises until you consult with your doctor first and ask him if it's okay. And once again, if you're doing any of these exercises and it causes you pain in your spine or unbearable sharp pain, please stop. So now just click on the link below, fill out your info, pay the $10, and I'll immediately email you a link to watch the video with me showing you how to do the exercises. I look forward to hearing from all of your success stories and hearing how you become fit enough to enjoy your life again. Because let's be honest, I don't know about you, but with the back pain that I had, I was not enjoying my life. I couldn't hardly do anything. And this weekend, my friend and his wife and my wife could not even enjoy hiking in the mountains because his back was hurting so bad he could not even take a 1-mile walk around a lake. So listen, thanks again. I look forward to hearing from you. Best of luck and have a wonderful day.